Greeting dear students, today we will be discussing the preparation of income and expenditure account. This is a part of a financial statement of non-profit organization. In the previous lecture we have learned how to prepare receipt and payment account. Now in this lecture we will be learning how to prepare income and expenditure account, and this is a revision series of non-profit organization. So income and expenditure account is a summary of income and expenditure of an accounting period of non-profit organization. So whatever incomes we have earned during the year and expenditure we incurred during an accounting period, it is the summary of all those items. Like for example, if you spend let us say rupees 10,000 on salary, so for 12 months it will be 1,20,000. So we'll be writing salary for the full 1 year. It is a part of financial statements and it is just like profit and loss account because it is prepared on accrual basis of accounting. So let us study the features of income and expenditure account. It is a nominal account. So what are the rules of nominal account? We record all the expenses on the debit side and all the incomes and revenue on the credit side. Expenditures are recorded on debit side and all the incomes are recorded on credit side. So we'll be applying the rule of nominal account, which state debit all expenses and credit all gains. It records income and expenditure of revenue nature only. This is very important because we need to be very careful while recording in income and expenditure. It records only revenue nature items. It means it is not it does not record capital nature item. So only recurring item, revenue nature item, revenue receipts and revenue payments will be recorded in income and expenditure account. It is prepared on accrual basis. So whenever we talk about accrual basis means all the incomes and expenditures are related to that particular year, and we have to make the adjustment of all those 4 items: prepaid expenses, unearned income, accrued income and outstanding expenses. So we have to done all these adjustments because it is prepared on accrual basis of accounting. And there is no opening balance because the result of this income and expenditure account is either surplus or deficit. So there is no opening balance, but there is opening balance in case of profit and loss account. We transfer gross profit from trading account to profit and loss account, but in this income and expenditure you will not be having any opening balance, but at the end of the year you will either get deficit or surplus. It is like a profit and loss account. It is prepared from the receipt and payment account. So this is also important. For this we must know the receipts and payments of full 1 year, then only we'll be able to prepare income and expenditure account. So let us see the format of income and expenditure account. On debit side, see the name is income and expenditure, but we'll be recording in reverse order. Debit side we'll be recording all the expenditures, and on credit side we'll be recording all the incomes. Now let us see what is to be recorded on the debit side. Expense paid, this is as per receipt and payment account. Whatever expenses we paid as per receipt and payment account, from that we need to make the adjustment. These adjustments are add outstanding at the end, prepaid in the beginning, and deduct outstanding in the beginning and prepaid at the end. So the reason for doing all these these additions and subtraction is that outstanding at the end related to current year, so that's why it is to be added. And prepaid expense in the beginning is also related to current year, it is also to be added. Outstanding in the beginning, this is related to previous year, so therefore it will be deducted. Prepaid at the end means we are getting this for we are making the payment for next year. Next expenses are advertisement expense, loss on sale of fixed assets, newspaper and magazines, electricity and water charges, postage and telegraph. So all these you can see the recurring expenses, printing and stationery, audit fee, depreciation on fixed assets. You will not be recording purchase of fixed assets, only the depreciation part of fixed asset will be recorded. Likewise, on income side, whatever subscription received, this is as per receipt and payment account. So you will not be recording that full receipt. From that you need to make adjustments. And what sort of adjustments? We'll be adding outstanding at the end, because this is related to outstanding at the end will be added, because we need to add all those incomes which are related to current year. So this is related to current year. Prepaid in the beginning, this is also related to current year, that's why it will be added. Outstanding in the beginning, outstanding in the beginning will be deducted because it is related to previous year, and prepaid at the end related to next year, so it will also be deducted. And next item is donation. Journal donations will be recorded here, and specific donation will go to balance sheet. Entrance fees, dividend and interest received, this is also a recurring income. So, and moreover, entrance fees, you can say that this is not a recurring income, but every time whenever a new person joins, he will pay entrance fees. So if question doesn't state anything, it can be treated as revenue income, recurring income. Profit on sale of investment or fixed assets, so you will be taking only the profit part. Loss will be recorded on debit side and profit will be recorded on credit side. Rent of club hall. See what happened when sometime if the hall of the club, or you can say the cricket stadium is not in use, then it can be given on rental basis for organizing some marriage function or some parties. So whatever rent we are getting, that will be our income of non-profit organizations. Sale of newspaper, likewise sundry receipts. Then further expenses are rent rates and taxes. These are also recurring expenses. Insurance premium paid, sundry expenses, bank charges, honorarium. This is not a sort of salary, but this is given for organizing a special lecture. But they quite frequently organize a lecture, so therefore this is considered as revenue expense. Upkeep of lawns, like maintenance of lawns. So whatever expense you are incurring on maintaining the lawns, that will be considered as your recurring expense. Sports material or stationery or medicine used, so this will be discussing in the next section, but we'll be taking only the consumed item, not the purchase item. We will not be taking sports material purchased. We will be taking only the sports material consumed in income and expenditure, consumed during the current year. Then after that, we'll see which side is greater. If your debit side is less than credit side, so we can write here, if sigma credit side is more than sigma debit side, then there will be a surplus, because it means your income is more. But in the opposite case, if your expenditures are more than your income, or debit side is more than your credit side, then there will be a deficit. So deficit will be written here, and this surplus will be added to the capital fund in the balance sheet, and this deficit will be deducted from the capital. Now let us see the difference between income and expenditure and profit and loss account, because they seems to be quite similar. So first difference is, this is prepared by non-profit organization. Income and expenditure is prepared by non-profit organization, while profit and loss account is prepared by profit earning organizations. And the result of income and expenditure will be either surplus or deficit, while the result of profit and loss will be either profit or loss. And moreover, it doesn't have any opening balance. There is no opening balance in case of income and expenditure account. But profit and loss account, there will be an opening balance, because the initial balance is transferred from trading account, which is either gross profit or gross loss. Now the basis for preparing income and expenditure account will be receipt and payment account. So income and expenditure account will be prepared after the preparation of receipts and payment account, while the basis or the data which will be requiring for preparing profit and loss account is taken from trial balance. So first trial balance, then we'll be making trading account, then profit and loss account. Now there is a similarity also because both are nominal account and prepare on accrual basis of accounting. And the next difference which you can consider or you can look into is income and expenditure and receipts and payment, because both are prepared by non-profit organizations. So this is nominal in nature, nominal account, and this is real account. And income and expenditure records only items of revenue nature, while it records items of revenue as well as capital natures. So here we'll be recording in receipt and payment revenue receipts, revenue expenses, capital receipts and capital expenses. And basis of preparing, it is prepared on accrual basis, so we'll be doing all the adjustments here. What sort of adjustment? Adjustment of prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, unearned income and accrued income. But there is no such adjustment done in receipt and payment account because it is prepared on cash basis of accounting. Moreover, opening balance, it doesn't have any opening balance, but it has opening balance of cash and bank. And you can further take that income and expenditure is prepared from receipt and payment account. You cannot prepare income and expenditure unless and until you have receipts and payment details. So these were the brief differences, or brief, you can say that, revision of preparation of income and expenditure account and its nature. I hope all the items must be clear to you, and the rules of preparing income and expenditure account, adjustments which we'll be making. So we'll be studying few adjustments in detail in the further class. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.